guys, welcome back. Today we're doing something a little bit different. As you can see, we have all of our Snow Whites here, and we're doing our little Snow White Smashdown. Essentially, we are going to combine all of these Snow Whites and see what the ultimate Snow White looks like out of all of her portrayals. I mean, I'm gonna guess black hair, but we'll see. There's some brown in here. Definitely don't think the blonde will survive. But yeah, it should be interesting. There's a lot of different face types here. Of course, the two teens are not looking at us. But this is gonna be like the first round. These are the pairings. I just did them in order. So one pairing is gonna be the Disney Snow White, who again is not looking at us. And then like the original, how I pictured the Grimm Snow White to look like. That one's probably gonna be bug-eyed, but we'll see. We've got the 10th Kingdom, Once Upon a Time. I mean, you saw me make all these guys. Some of them, it's pretty easy to guess what they're gonna look like. Other pairings, like those two, I have no idea what anime Snow White and round-faced Snow White are gonna make, but we'll find out. Yeah. I don't have much to say. It's gonna be a little awkward, so essentially, because there was 18 Snow Whites, we're gonna have an odd pairing or two. As long as each Snow White contributes once, it's fine. So I'm gonna combine all of them, and when we come back, we'll see the final result of, not the final result, but like, Gen 2. Let's go with Gen 2, because this will be an extremely long video. Also, we will lose some of our Snow Whites. That's just the name of the game. I will never remember to take that mod out of my game. Ever. Even when I have a literal sticky note in front of me. Just didn't happen. Didn't happen. So just don't worry about it. There will also be boys. Obviously, it doesn't matter. The gender is irrelevant. The last one, if it is a boy, we will clone. And like, if you make a sim have a baby from themselves, they will have a baby of the opposite gender. That's basically a clone. But hopefully we will have a girl for that last one. Yeah. We're gonna have a lot of sims very quickly. So yeah, place your bets, and I will see you with the second gen. Okay, that took a long time. And as you can see here, we actually did not lose a single Snow White. Not a single Snow White has fallen. I was gonna bring them back as zombies if they did, but yeah, nobody died, which is great. So the first pairing, of course, was the Disney Snow White, so from the original film, and then like my version of Snow White, which was based on some illustrations from the 20s. That kid I already knew was gonna have small eyes, brown face, like these two sims look very similar. And sure enough, this is our Snow White pile, more girls than boys, but still. The kid looks more or less the way that I expected. She's got brown eyes, black hair, round face, heart-shaped face as well, and yeah. Not super interesting, but she's still cute. The second one was the 10th Kingdom Snow White. I'm not super focusing on their features here, otherwise they'd be in neutral poses. If you want to see their features, there's like 3-minute videos on each of them. Anyways, so 10th Kingdom and Once Upon a Time Snow White, which is Jennifer Goodwin. That one, more after Jennifer Goodwin, I think. She's got a pretty round face. I know she's being funky, but honestly, that sim and that sim look very similar. I also tried to style them based on their parents, not the dresses, obviously, but just if the parents had heavy makeup, then they had heavy makeup, that kind of thing. Up next is the Mirror Mirror Snow White and the Wolf Among Us, which I did put her in medieval gear, but normally she's in a suit. This one I wasn't really sure what we were going to end up with, and yeah, we have our lovely little sim here. Also, their names are just like 5, 6, 7, 8, that kind of thing. He's got a lot of freckles, big eyes. I think he's super cute. I kind of went a little princessy with him because he looks like he could be a Disney prince. Up next is the sim from, I think, Fairest One of Them All, which is Kristen Kruick, and My Deadly Summer, which is like a horror movie. That was our other boy, who, he kind of got a weird skin tone, because the Kristen Kruick sim has kind of a weird skin tone, and he has the My Deadly Summer eyes, which are super small, but you can't really tell here. It's fine, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You'll possibly see him. Up next is the Snow White from The Descendants. You really don't see her too much, I guess, in the show. She just kind of does cameos as like a reporter. And then there is Avengers Grimm, which is this sim here. I knew their child was going to be very strong featured. And sure enough, she is. She's got eyebrows of like doom going on. She's got a very strong mouth. But I really like her. And she's also got freckles, which is cute. Up next, we had, I just keep calling her Anime Snow White. It's Dark Parables, but Anime Snow White. She's the only blonde. I already knew that was going to breed out immediately. And then Tale of Terror Snow White. I had no idea what this was going to look like. And honestly, she could have turned out worse, but she did get the blue eyes. So we have one blue-eyed Snow White. Or maybe two, I don't know. But she's our first blue-eyed Snow White. That chin is unfortunate. I don't know if it's going to last, but I mean, worse things could have come of this pairing. Next up, we have Fable's Snow White, which is actually based on the book, like comic book, so she's a little more comic-y styled. And Kristen Stewart, which Snow White and the Huntsman, or whatever it is. This sim, I didn't know what it was going to look like just because it was two different, like, the styles are very different, and she could look better. She could look better. She's also got blue eyes, so, I mean, I don't know. The comic book style didn't breed it very well. So the next up is a Snow White from 1987, and the Snow White from The Charmings. Yeah, they're making faces, don't worry about it. Very 80s looking Sims, and yeah, their daughter kind of got that look too, but she's cute. And then lastly, another one that I wasn't sure how it was going to look is two live-action Snow Whites. Sydney White, which is Amanda Bynes, and live-action Snow White, which is... oh gosh, what is her name? I can't remember her name. It's not even out yet. But you know who I'm talking about. Just Google. Very different features on them, so I was like, oh no. But actually, I think that she turned out really cute. I gave her the little freckly moles because the one sim had them, and I was just like, I will always take the chance to use them. So yeah, as you can see, we have a bit of a numbers problem. My solution to this is I'm going to basically breed... Alright, you go over here. Here, here, here. Hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then and then yeah. So those two, those two, those two, those two, and that'll give me 4 babies. And I guess I will combine her with one of them. Because my other idea was to go this one to that one to that one, but that'll like... no, I don't like that. So I will see you for Gen 3. I'll let you know how I figured out the odd number. But yeah. Hopefully you appreciate me cutting all of this, because seriously, it's like an hour of me combining Sims, and also there's like 3 kleptomaniacs in this group, and I think there's 2 in this group, and it's chaos. It's absolute chaos. They are stealing so much money, and I'm going to murder them. So I will see you for Gen 3. Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's the next day because I fell asleep. I've had a bit of a cold, and I took a little bit of Dayquil, and normally it doesn't impact me, and I'm like, oh, Dayquil. That means I should take it in the day. No, I have an interesting reaction to medications, and apparently Dayquil knocks me out. So sorry about that, it's a little jarring, but we did the 2nd generation, and we had an extra sim, basically. What I decided to do is basically combine this extra sim with one of their kids, so like she's technically a 3rd generation sim. It doesn't really matter, but that's what I decided to do, just so that from going forward we're gonna have 2 sims from this, and then we will have our final sim. But that's why these 2 are kind of over here. Now, first sim is 1234, who is a combination of these 2 ladies. I expected, you know, pretty round face, I wasn't sure what the eyes were gonna do, but nothing too exciting. And surprisingly, like, he has a round face, but there's some cheekbones there. And I gave him red lips just for funsies. But yeah, like, there's some cheekbones. We got a cute nose. Like, okay. Up next is this little cutie here. He is the result of these two gentlemen who are, of course, not cooperating, but you saw him a second ago. He's got big doe eyes and oval-shaped face. He actually is now cooperating. I froze everybody since then, but he just kind of is a generic dude. That's why I gave him facial hair. He just gives dude energy. And I have no idea how that resulted in this adorable little cutie pants, but it did. Like, he just, you want to pat him on the head. He looks like a puppy. He's too cute. So our next one, who's complaining about college, is the result of 9, 10, and 11, 12, who are just not cooperating. This is the sim that I've been concerned about. 11, 12, like, she's got a chin that concerned me, but it turned out okay here. And we got freckles. So, like, she looks okay. I mean, I'm not, like, enamored, but, like, she's a sim. Our next sim is... Wait. I'm confused. Okay, so 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so these two, so the very concerning cartoony one and this one, ended up having an alien child, and I'm not really sure how that happened, but sim genetics, sometimes skins are geneticized kind of odd, and normally I try to check, but I didn't, so we're just gonna say zombie Snow White. She's rocking out. Very concerning eyebrows. Very concerning eyebrows. And zombie Snow White was combined with 1718 to give us the sim with the eyebrows that concern me a great deal, and also now eyelids that concern me. We're starting to get a little alienish because there's just so many different styles. Like I said, we got like the anime looking one. We've got a straight up cartoon character that I made to look as 2D as possible. We got real, like, live action Snow Whites. Like, it's starting to become interesting. Now, since we've only got a few sims, I'm gonna go ahead and, like, we're just gonna combine. Well, God, that's gonna take forever. All right, no, I lied. All right, so we're gonna combine those two, and we will see what Generation 4 looks like. Alrighty, so just a reminder, this sim and this sim had a baby, so pretty general looking dudes. They kind of even look the same. They look like they almost have the same mouth. Their son turned out very pretty. He kind of just looks like the one parent. Like, I don't see anything of the sad little puppy boy at all. But he's got the stereotypical Snow White look, so I decided to give him the lipstick and eyeliner because of course I did. And then these two had the next one. Again, there were some concerns about this one's eyes and eyebrows, but I was hoping maybe these big doe eyes would override that. No. In fact, I think things have been made a little bit worse. Because she has cheekbones from the gods, but very concerning. Yeah, I'm concerned at this point. But these two are our last two before the final generation, so again, got our pile of originals here, which some features surprised me. I should have, like, made a bet about what features would have made it through. I did use some of the same CC, but I'm pretty sure her eyes, she's the only one who used those eyes. I'm fairly certain she's the only one who used those brown eyes. I mean, they're all closing their eyes, but yeah, so her eyes have actually made it all the way through. The original Disney Snow White's eyes, and then we actually got blue eyes. I didn't see blue eyes making it very far. I mean, some of them have blue eyes. Like, she's got gray eyes, she's got blue eyes. She's like bright blue eyes. think it's that shade. Hers are like a special CC set. We had green. Hers are blue. I believe hers are blue. Hers are green. And then hers are like a bright blue. So there wasn't like a ton of options for that light blue, and yet here it is. Here it is. So we're gonna see our final. I'm having to number them, so this one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just so I keep track. There's also so many Sims on this lot. So many Sims, just in case I'm gonna save. I haven't saved the whole time. And I don't plan on uploading any of the children unless somebody specifically requests it, but once this video goes live, all of the Snow Whites should be available. I have to upload them to Sim File Share, but they should be available. Alright, so he will have a baby. I couldn't give her her full name of 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, but I did my best. And yes, he is going to be the father here, because I've been making the first Sim in the line the parent, so. God, look at that profile. Like, she's just strong-featured. Okay, I know you're upset about college, but can't you be excited about birds or having a baby? It's not my life. I live in a box. Okay. We're popping. We be popping. Oh, he's gotta cry again. Poor thing. He's like, no, I'm upset. Yeah, you're about to be even more upset, my friend. Also, we haven't lost a single Sim. See, I'm gonna say that, and now he's probably gonna die, but like, I'm thoroughly impressed. When I did the tutor stuff, like, I was losing Sims. They were dropping like flies. And I didn't take it out. Maybe I deleted them. I don't know. I don't think I did, though. Because this is my medieval folder, and it is hell on earth in there. I just don't look at it anymore. I made the mistake of looking at, there was like a tutorial about how to make your game run faster, and it's like, the more folders you have, the slower your game will run. You should just not have folders. And I was like, that seems like a great idea. And now things like this happen in my game where I have 2 defaults. Well, I have probably 30 infant defaults at this point. I don't know. I keep finding them and deleting them, and it never fixes it. So at this point, my weird little mermaid babies are just what happens. So our Snow White's got brown hair. We got a girl. So we're gonna call it Ultimate Snow. Alright. Ultimate Snow likes the color turquoise. It's great. Great to know. Put Ultimate Snow down on the ground. Thank you. Grow her up. Also, you can be locked now. You don't need to be. I've been freezing people. Also, I want to point out that her traits are insane, evil, perfectionist, brave, and flirty. She got evil when she was like a toddler. Okay, an insane loner is our original Snow White, which, you know what? She talks to birds. She just went in some random people's house and started cleaning and decided she was gonna be their mother. Like, not completely off base there. I can't freeze him yet until she's a teen because, well, the game will take her away. And I'll be very upset. Alright, kiddo. She's good. Yeah, that tracks. Snow White's good. Oh wait, we gotta... I cheat the aspiration just because they get all upset if you don't. Okay, grow up. Kaboom. Try not to take too close of a look because I just want to see her when she's in a gatherer again. Like, the game knows. It's like, you know what? This is the one. This is our ultimate Snow White. And in keeping with that, let's see. I have defaults, so like money, cook. She likes someone who could cook. I don't even remember what that was supposed to be. I mean, I feel like she's a romantic at heart. Not like romance sim romantic, but like romantic, romantic. Yep, your child grew up, dude. We're gonna freeze you because I don't need you wandering around complaining. It's unnecessary for you to do so. Okay, let's throw you over here. Alright, Ultimate Snow White, let's grow you up. One last time. Let's see what the final result of this child is. Grow up. Did those weird eyebrows go away? Eccentric. Again, the game knows. Alright, I'm gonna make her over real quick and then we'll take a look and see what she really looks like. Alright guys, here you have her, the ultimate Snow White. We were able to get rid of the crazy eyebrows. The eyes are still kind of there, but not too bad. Overall, she could have looked so much worse considering the combination of Sims going on here. Her cheekbones are very prominent. And there's like a weird thing going on, like you can see this. There's something weird going on there just because her cheekbones are so big. She's got quite the chin. But I like that. Maybe she's a little bit stubborn, you know? I love her nose. Love her nose. And yeah, I'm honestly really satisfied with how she turned out. I was nervous. Honestly, the anime one and the cartoon one, it didn't make me nervous at first till I saw their first child, but like, she made me so nervous because just look at how angular that is. And there's other Sims that are angular enough that like, this Sim could have turned out just stick face, you know? Like, I was concerned. And which one was it? This one, yeah, her. I was like, oh dear. Oh dear. But I think we made it out okay. And the alien, that was a surprise. And then yeah, those eyebrows. Look at this side. Like, this is what I was envisioning. I'm like, oh my god, there's just gonna be cheekbones. No, was it buccal fat? No buccal fat, just chin and cheekbones. Like, she doesn't look so bad from the front, but when you look at it like that. Actually, I didn't look at her like that. Where is she? Yeah, she does look a little wonky from that angle. But you know what? I don't care. She's pretty. She's cute. I had fun. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this Snow White Smackdown. I do intend to continue doing this. We're going to be moving on to Cinderella next. I don't think there's as many Cinderellas, but I'm going to have to confirm with my list. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please do give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one.